Hello, welcome back. I'm going to show you how to use Piktochart today. Hopefully, you had a good weekend and that you're ready for the last couple weeks of school. We got 3 weeks left. I mean, it's crazy how much time flies. Some of you are, then you're going to be eighth graders. All right, so you should be in Piktochart. Um, you should have clicked on the link in Google Classroom. So, what you're going to do is you're going to click Login. All right, and then from there, I'm going to log in with Google. So I'm going to click Google and then wait to choose my account. So I'm going to choose my account. All right. And then this is what you should see. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on right here. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and click I'd like to keep this private. All right. No problem. And then click submit. And then I'm going to click no thanks because I don't need emails from them. So I'm going to click no thanks. And then now I'm into Piktochart. Fairly simple to get started. So what I'm going to do on the left hand side here is I'm going to click on poster. All right. So I'm going to click this posters button here and I'm going to click start from blank. All right. So we're going to create a cool poster about your career. So I'm going to just kind of go over some of the tools that you can use. So the first thing you're going to want to do is add a background. So I'm going to click background here. And then I have all of these different options you can go through. Once I click on them, it'll put them in as my background. Okay. You'll notice sometimes that some of them don't really show up as much. Okay. So depending upon the background that you're using, right? What you can do is you can actually change some of the colors, right? It gives you kind of options, or if I just want a color and not an image, I can do that, okay? That is up to you. So if you do use an image, I'm going to show you kind of some of the requirements that you're going to need to have, all right? So let's find, ooh, look at this stuff. I personally like this one's kind of crazy. All right. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add a couple of things. So inside of the inside of Google Classroom, you have actual examples of what people have put use for posters. So what I want you to do is use the facts that I have added inside of Google Classroom to create your poster. Okay. So you're going to obviously put the title, right? So I'm going to click over here on text. I have these options here. I also have these text frames, which are pretty cool. So I'm just going to click title, right? And it says double click to edit, double click, and then say I decided to choose online security. Okay. I want this to be a title, so it's going to be larger than everything else. Okay. This helps you get it in the middle. All right. Notice how it's kind of hard to see. All right. So I can go up here. I can change the color. And if I want to change it to white, I can change it to gray, to brown, green, yellow, whatever color I want. All right. And then it gives me different options. So I can actually make it fade to the back. I can change the font here. I can change the size. So if I want to maybe make it a little bit larger, and I can make it bold, I can, do a lot of fun things, right? If what you need to do though is whenever you have text, especially on a background that's kind of crazy, you need to put what we call a shape. So I'm going to go to graphics. I'm going to click on shapes here. So it gives you the basic shapes, but I have different options. Look at all these different things, right? There's all sorts of different shapes that you can put into your poster. So I'm going to go shapes here, and then we will go with this one here, right? Notice how I got to make it a little larger. I want to put it behind my words. I don't really like black, so I'm going to change the color. Make it like a grayish, okay? So notice how when I take it and I put it, it goes over my words, okay? Um, Now I can't see what I typed. I need my words to be in front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click arrange here, and then I have options. I can bring it to the front, send it to the back, bring it forward, or send backwards. So if I click send backwards, it automatically takes my shape and puts it towards the back, okay? And then it gives me these lines that help me match up and make sure it's centered, all right? Good fun stuff like that, all right? So it's centered. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different variety of texts and text boxes or text frames. I can use these different text frames, right? So I can click on a text frame. I don't want that one. Yep, so you've got all sorts of options. Okay, there's all these to go through here. And then I'm going to use, we all love coffee, science, all right? Shopping, that's my favorite, right? So I click on it, I can resize it, and then I can change the text, right? So if I double click, I can change it to online, security, okay? So notice how I need to, some words are a little too big, and unfortunately um, you cannot change the size of these in the text frames, okay? Just so you know, all right? Um, you are going to need to include some pictures, and then you have a couple options there. So that's your text. These are smaller text frames, all sorts of graphics. You've got different design components you can put in. These are, if you want to mess with these, you can. They're not required. So you are gonna have to put in a picture. So you kind of have options. So I'm gonna search for a picture, online security on Google Images. Unfortunately, you cannot just click and drag. All right. So I'm gonna click. I'm gonna track, click and drag, and no picture. Okay. What I can do, see if this works. I'm gonna click over here. I'm gonna drag to upload. Right, and it's gonna upload the image. See if that's working. Right. Doesn't look like it. So what you are gonna need to do is you're gonna need to save your images. Give it a second. So you're gonna need to save your image to your Chromebook or your computer, and then I'm going to browse images, recents. Nope. Okay. I remember I saved it, and then it'll upload, right? As long as it's within these files. If it doesn't upload, that means it's not one of these file names. How do I know? If I right click and you want to save your image, it'll tell you what type of file. So then all I do here is click here. Now I have my picture. All right. I can put it in here. Boom. Right. But we don't want just regular pictures, right? We want to put in a cool thing called a photo frame, right? So with they changed it up on me. So with graphics, I can do the same things, right? I can put in the graphics. Oops, sorry. So I click on photo frame down here, and then I click, say something like that, right? So what I'm gonna do, then click and drop my image in there. Boom. Okay. If I wanted to do, I can do something like this, or I can go back to my pictures and I can add in a number of different pictures, right? I got to drop in enough. But if I go to graphics and then make sure you are in photo frame, you can also search for photos in here, right? Unsplash is royalty free. So if I do online security, online royalty free means that there's no copyright and you can't get in trouble for using it, right? So online, see, we got this hacker here, right? So you can search photos on there, and then through your photo frames, it just gives your photo a little different shape, right? Okay, so you need to have at least two photos with two photo frames, right? You need to have your background, and you need to have your text. So your goal is to create a poster showing me why I would want to be part of this career. So what things are there about online security that would make it look cool? And then don't forget your name. So I'll have kind of the different tools, the, the different pieces you need to add as a picture in Google Classroom. Okay, so make sure that you're adding your graphics, your text, your photos, your frames, and your name. And so you're gonna have today and Wednesday to work on this. So if you need help, as always, you can send me a message in Schoology. Otherwise, have a great day.